apply pressure, right? So we've all heard the saying, diamonds are built under pressure, it comes from a lump of coal. But do we have to take it to that extreme, right? We could be already a diamond and just not be shining the way that we need to shine, right? So how does that look? How does that work? Well, for me, I know every day when I get out that bed and I put my 2 feet on the ground and I thank God for giving me today, I know that it's time to apply pressure because I was brought here to breathe today. God blessed me with the opportunity. So I don't want to miss anything. And for anybody watching this, that's exactly how I want you to think about life. Don't think about it as if, oh my gosh, I'm behind, I'm failing, I'm not where everybody else is. Your pressure every single day you wake up and you get that fresh breath of air that God gave you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what your numbers are in your business. It doesn't matter what society is telling you. Just know that you are pressure on every single day, regardless to what's going on. I don't care what's going on in the world. I wake up every day with the attitude that I am pressure. And the reason I come from that and the reason that stems so deep within me, I was in a relationship at one point in my life where I was basically told that I wasn't going to be anything, that nobody wanted to hear what I had to say, that, I didn't bring certain assets to the table when I knew that I did. And from that day on December 31st, 2016, when I decided it was time to get a divorce, I didn't drag my feet. I applied pressure. And within 5 days, I let that go. I just knew that in order for me to have my company come to life, for me to fulfill the dreams that I had been dreaming about and I'm destined to have, I had to learn how to apply pressure for me. And applying pressure was getting rid of certain relationships, learning that certain people in your circle are not always meant to be in your circle, good, bad, or indifferent. Sometimes knowing that it's okay to fail up. Failure is an option. Sometimes it's a great option, especially once you realize, hey, I failed. Let me just apply pressure, more pressure this time. So when I come out the gate swinging next time, I'm gonna hit a home run. I tell everybody the reason that I feel like we're always pressure, God gave us breath. That's enough. That's a triple threat in itself because we're waking up. We have the ability to be awesome every single day. But how do you apply that? How do you stay applying pressure every single day? It's working within your purpose, knowing what your calling is and not shying away from it, not being scared of what you got going on. It's literally being ready and able on any single day, no matter what is going on, to apply pressure. You ever notice that, here's your analogy. You ever notice that every time the seasons change, the tire pressure in your vehicle goes up or down, right? And usually in the wintertime, it goes down. So now you see yourself at the gas station, out there freezing, shivering, whatever, putting air in your tire, right? So your tires can perform at their maximum capacity with the right amount of PSI, right? Well, that's exactly how you should be applying life. Every day you wake up, you know that you need to pump yourself with air, which is breath, right, that God gave us, and you need to perform on any given day of the week. I don't care if it's raining, snow, sleet, 100-degree heat wave. Just know that we're here to apply pressure. You don't let any bumps in the road, any speed bumps, any nails, all that stuff. Those are what we call, distractions, right? What's the worst thing? Oh my God, I got a nail in my tire. I can't get where I need to be today. Yes, you can. Take a step back, go back, refocus, i.e. to the tire shop, right? That's our focal point, our mind, and get it fixed, work out the kinks of what took place so you can progress and continue to add pressure. Because when you're parked, you're not moving, you're not generating. How are you applying pressure if you're parked and you're sitting in your own feelings and your misery, especially with something that can change? Every day of the week, we have the ability to add pressure no matter what the situation is. And when I tell you it doesn't matter, you can apply pressure to anything and exceed the standard because you're applying all the proper pressure that you need to maneuver. You don't need anybody in your corner. You don't need, people feel like, oh, I need this big tribe of people. No, baby. All you need is you and God. God is going to give you everything you need if you pay attention and you understand you are pressure. We are all diamonds in the rough. We all started that way, right? But how long are you going to say, oh, I'm a diamond in the rough, I'm blooming? No, let's be pressure now. We've already had, right? They've already taken the coal. We, been in the mines, we dig and we pick and we're building our brands, we're building ourselves, we're finding self-care, we're, enhancing our families. We're doing all these things to let the world know that we're coming to apply pressure on the brand, period. So if you know for a fact that that's what you're about, add it. Put your foot on the gas and let everybody know that you are pressure on every single day of the week. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're not palatable. You don't need anybody to say that you don't have it, because we all have it. You just have to go and find it and keep it ignited, right? You just have to make sure that you're always adding fuel to your flame so it can keep burning, so you can continuously add pressure to everything you do on every single day, right? So I have an analogy that I love to tell everybody, and it goes hand in hand with making sure that your brand stays on the level of always adding pressure. You know how you go to the grocery store and you shopping and you're about to make spaghetti. Spaghetti is my favorite meal. My kids love it, right? But I know if I don't do what I'm supposed to do and put all my efforts into it and make sure that this spaghetti is fire, my kids gonna be on my tail like, Mom, you are not performing at your peak. This is not the best spaghetti. You need to apply a little more pressure. So when we're sitting in the grocery store, and we're grocery shopping for our ingredients, i.e. our garlic, our tomatoes, our onions, our bell peppers, ground beef or turkey sausage or Italian sausage, tomato paste, the type of spaghetti noodles, depending on, angel hair or regular spaghetti noodles, right? You're mixing all of this stuff up in the pot. You came home, you boiled your noodles. You sauteed your sausage, you seasoned it with all your seasons in your pot. You mixed it all together, and now you're here to serve it up on the platter. Now you're here like, boom, here go the pressure. Let's eat, let's enjoy dinner. Let's make this a palatable experience for everybody. And let's continuously know that every time I give you something, I'm going to perform at my highest peak with the best ingredients that I have to offer to you. And the ingredients are as simple as garlic being you, hamburger meat being your character, noodles can be the tenacity that you bring to the table. There's so many things that you could put into anything that you do that just makes people just excited to be around you, excited to deal with what you have to offer, and know that, damn, I am adding pressure. Like, I cooked this spaghetti, my family cleaned the pot, and all I did was go in there and I put my best foot forward in that kitchen, and I let my family know that I love them by cooking them the best meal that I possibly have to offer in my arsenal, right? Because my kids love spaghetti. That's what pressure is. It's literally taking all the ingredients that you encompass in you, whether it be your character, your hard work, your work ethic, your abilities to execute, your brand, your expertise, the way you operate, the way you love, the way you care, the way you perform, and you put all that in a pot and you mix it up and you give it to the world on every single day. And that is applying pressure. Every time you step in, whatever environment, the lab, the kitchen, the office, the workspace, a Zoom call, a conference, it doesn't matter. Come there with the intent that you're about to apply all the pressure that you possibly can so you can be palatable to that entire audience that's coming here to see you. A lot of times we get so caught up in the world that we forget that we are pressure. All these different things are coming at us: family, kids, life, the entrepreneurship, our regular 9-to-5 jobs, if we have those. And we forget, what we sweating? Y'all see these bundles? We pressure on any day. When I put this wig on, I'm pressure. I'm telling y'all now, the best of me. I always have it to offer, right? Because I know that there's somebody out there that needs what I have to offer. And the minute that I put my foot on the gas and I apply all the pressure that I can, that's going to make their day better. That's going to make them know that they can do it. It's going to give them the inspiration that they need to succeed in everything that they do. So for me, I'm going to always apply as much pressure as I can. I'm at a point in my career with being an entrepreneur, I'm willing to make people suffocate. And that's fine. And that's not in a negative notion. Literally, I'm here to give my brand all day, every day to anybody that's ready to encompass it and harness it and hold it and appreciate it. So that's why I'm here to tell you that you are pressure. No matter what you're doing, no matter how you're doing it, just know that you're pressure. It doesn't matter who's in your circle. As long as you got God and the proper attitude, and you have that fight in you to apply pressure, it's going to always be there. And you just make sure that you use it in the best of your abilities to put out the best version of you to the world, so you can always get positive results in everything that you do. So for me, pressure is literally everything I touch, I'm going to execute. No matter who it deals with, no matter if it's my clients, no matter if it's me or my kids or my boyfriend, my friends, anything that I touch, it's going to have all the power that I can to apply pressure. And if a few diamonds, are born from that, that's even better, right? Because that means I'm doing what I came to do. And even if I just get one, I still applied all the pressure. Out of that lump of coal, I turned nothing into something every single time I hit the floor. So for anybody here, I hope and pray that this was good for you. I hope that you understand that on every day of the week, no matter what is going on, you are pressure. You have the ability to be an amazing woman. You have the ability to be an amazing entrepreneur, businesswoman, blue collar, white collar, doesn't matter what your job is. Just know that you have it. Don't let anybody take it from you. And just know that you pressure, baby. It don't matter who it is. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. And if they do, tell them Akia said I'm pressure. And that's all the validation you need for today. So I hope that this was good for you. I love you guys dearly. And I thank you guys. And I hope that this helped. But don't ever forget, we are pressure.
I just love Akia. Akia is so funny. Akia, I know you can hear me right now. My boyfriend heard your voice just now. He said, "Is that the one that said that's it, baby? That's it, baby?" I said, "Yeah." Thank you so much. We are pressure, y'all. We are pressure. Like, yeah, Akia gave all the analogy, right? From the recipes to the tire pressure to the environment changing and the winter being cold as ice, and making sure that we put that breath in our bodies when we get up in the morning and we show up, right? Love it, love it, love it. I want to say that DJ Red Corvette is back today. Listen, baby, listen. This the last day of DJ sets now. This the last day now. Hey, Kia, we love you. This the last day because tomorrow we're doing the Buy Black Virtual Market where we're gonna have 4 hours of patroning our community, right? And sitting down at tables with them, enjoying them, and breaking bread with them. Come on there with your sausage biscuit, and I guess it'll be a little late, but it'll be morning time on the West Coast, and sit down with them now. But today we got DJ Red Corvette, Miss Cupcake and Lounge herself, Miss R&B Smooth Vibes, always putting it down for us. And after that, I'm telling y'all this now so that before you go on your merry way, you can't say Casey didn't give the disclaimer. I'm giving all disclaimers right now, okay? And for those of you watching out there in Twitter land and Facebook land and IG land and everywhere else, you can't see the DJ set unless you're in the platform, okay? Okay. Also, Cortesia is back today. And Akia is back. They're actually having a fireside chat with each other today on business branding. And if y'all remember what happened yesterday, we were snotty nose crying after a branding session, and then Ola took it home. So don't be mad at me, Linda, if you're not in here in the place to be. We keep going higher and higher. Every round goes higher because we deserve and we are. And quite frankly, we're ready for it. I can tell by the chat comments that we are ready for it. We're ready to receive. So, yeah, DJ set coming up. And then it's going to be Cortesia and Akia with the business branding panel discussion. And then we'll have more in the rest of the day. But I'm just telling you that now so you don't get mad at me if you missed out on that. Okay, now we have 14 minutes. Let's talk to the community. What are your thoughts, reactions to anything you've experienced in the summit thus far, right? I just want to hear, and I actually, one of the sisters, let me look and give you her name because shouts out to her. I'm better because you all are. Regina, shout out to you, Regina. Love and light to you, mama. She basically asked me, like, Casey, like, you should have an automated way to receive video testimonials from this experience. And oh my gosh, I agree. Like, I was already going to do a survey, but video testimonials, I think, will hit even harder because we going somewhere. Like, this is the first summit, y'all. We going somewhere so high, it's crazy. And I really want to make sure that people are showing up on our turf to invest in us, and we have the best of the best, and even more than we had this time. So I think video testimonials will really encapsulate the way that this has transformed our lives, right? And how this type of energy needs to be given to us and not the other stuff, right? So Regina, big shout out to you. Thank you. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm telling this to you all. Yes, we're going to have a retreat. I promise. Okay. Keep talking to me in the chat so I can know what to say in front of y'all. 2022. Yes. A few things are coming, actually. I'll give y'all a heads up, but y'all gonna have to just pay attention to the mailing list for some of this stuff. Retreats are coming. One especially is going to happen every single year. It's going to be a Blaze Work From Anywhere immersion program. So for those of you who don't know, I've been in Africa since February, but I've been building and growing my business the entire year. I'm in Africa right now, right? I'm in Tanzania right now. It is 9:18 p.m. right now. You wouldn't have known, right? But I'm having an immersion program every single year where for a week people can pull up on me in Africa, and you really do get to test out live on your business, right? Running it abroad so that you can take 1 month away or 3 months away or 9 months away and still run your business. I'm a big believer that we should not wait until we're 70 years old to retire. We should have many retirements in our lives. I'm gonna say that one more time. I'm a big believer that we should not wait until we're 70 years old to retire. We should have many retirements in our lives. Many, M-I-N-I, many. We should have many retirements in our lives. Why not? So I am intentionally every single year going to host people to teach them, right? How to do that with no stress using automation and technology. Some of y'all saw the behind the scenes in here. I have 4 laptops going, 1 iPad, and a phone on the little holder, right? So yeah, you just have tech and it all works, right? And then there are going to be some, and I'm announcing this now, but more will come out. There will be some masterminds launching, Blaze mastermind groups, where groups, and it's going to be intimate. So just know that if you don't hop on it, like I'm talking about 5 people per mastermind, because it's going to be intimate. And if you don't hop on it early, you'll be on the waiting list where those who have been running their businesses for a while. So this is different from the Blaze Business Intensive, where this is for new entrepreneurs, so you can get the foundation right? So you can build your house on a really good foundation. For those of you who've been running your business for a while, it's a 9-month mastermind group where you are getting all of the information and insight and peer mentoring you need and books you need, and you're going to read them together and do all these things so that you can work on scaling the good idea, scaling the great service that you're already providing. So it's going to be months on strategic, like banking strategy. Is going to be months on scaling and commercializing your business model, right? It's going to be months on hiring and how to figure out what pockets you need to go in. Like, this is really to help people commercialize their businesses, right? They're going to be 9-month. They're going to be 9-month mastermind groups local to each city. So Atlanta will have one, Oakland will have one, for instance, right? So that you have 2 months of learning together, right? You'll read a book, you'll come together twice a month, peer mentor, right? And then the 3rd month is a retreat every single time. So 9 months, you have 3 retreats after 2 months of building, right? And you getting your nails done, and you going to the spa, and you are going out to eat, and there's a budget for it. You don't have to come out of pocket. It's already included in your thing, right? And the local champion of each mastermind group will curate it for you, but it's the best. It's going to be luxury because we deserve, right? But instead of me waiting for y'all to do that for yourselves, I'll organize it for you, right? Because leaders, as Auntie June said before, that's different from the person on the org chart. I got to keep your mind freed up enough, right? And have you nurtured enough that you can be the visionary you're going to have to be to keep that business going and growing, right? And then I have been thinking about some smaller local to the U.S. retreats, right? I just need to figure out what that looks like for us. but especially with, COVID and all that stuff. But things are coming for sure. Giving y'all a glimpse of it now, but y'all are part of the community, so you'll hear about all of that. Now that I've said all of that, let's see what some of these comments are. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Cut it out. What thoughts, reactions do you have to anything that you're experiencing? I want to hear it. And I think the tribe would love to hear it as well. We have 8 minutes until the DJ set starts. Oh, and to do it, raise your hand. So there's a little hand at the bottom of the screen. And you don't need to give a speech, just a couple seconds, right? Whatever's on your heart. I say this every day. I do this intentionally so that we can become comfortable with the sound of our own voice. Blaze means building leaders and accepting zero excuses. That's first for me and the way I show up for you. That's secondly for the people who say they want to serve us and show up on our turf. I protect us real hard. And then lastly, that's for you, right? So if you're gonna be a leader, because you are, we're cultivating that, you gotta speak, even if it's off the cuff, right? And get comfortable with the sound of your own voice. We have Paquita coming to the mic. Hey, Paquita.
Hi, y'all. Look, my hair is crazy. I'm trying to get orders. Look, you saw me in the chat. I just created my own role within the Blaze Network.
What's the role? What's the role, sis? Bringing my PMO. Come on, yeah.
Look, I am now responsible for all PMO deliveries. Akia,
I need it, sis.
Look, Akia, girl, we just love you. I don't know who we love more. Now it's just a point. Like, we running out of love. My tear ducts no longer work. we just so full and overwhelmed. Like, can you please talk to us about where PR pressure came from? Because you telling me in a side conversation that you were like sick. Like, where does that even come from? Like, who shows up like, okay, today I'm pressure. Period. Where does that come from?
I mean, can you guys hear me? Because my internet choppy.
You can now.
Okay. Well, it came from my divorce. And, he would always say, don't nobody want to hear you. You don't have nothing to say. You're just this country ass girl. He used to tell me that all the time. I said, you know what? F all that. I know I apply pressure. That's why you're treating me like this, because I got something to give the world. So we were divorced 9 months later because I know what I'm putting down. I started this company 5 years ago when I first got married, and he beat me down verbally so bad that on New Year's Eve of 2016, I said, F this. I put him out my house. And on January 5th, I applied for my divorce. And it was finalized January 31st of 2017. And he knew he couldn't tame me no more. There was nothing else. This came from 5 years of hurt and learning how to grow with it and know that I am putting down something good.
Ashe. I think Paquita's frozen now. But there's so many claps to that. And that's real. Like, we took many roads to get here. Like, when we watching TV, sometimes like it's all cute and rosy, and it's like, that ain't the Black woman story. Like, a lot of this was because we had no other choice, right? A lot of this was because we had to figure out a whole other way to start our whole lives over. Okay. That's real, Akia.
Yep.
That's real. I think there are a few more people that want to talk to you as well. I'm bringing up Neff.
Come on.
Hey, thank you. So Akia.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, cuz. So when you were talking about that, the thing that you went through with saying that no one wanted to hear, what you had to say, and then just not being, you're in a situation where you feel like this person is supposed to ride for you, right? And then it's almost
Right.
like you changed, because I always felt like, why are people so intimidated by me? But it's pressure. It's pressure. And so with your TED talk today, it made me realize that I've been pressured all along. It's just the reframing
Yeah.
of it all. And so knowing that, I mean, because I've had several people say, "Oh, you're just so intimidating," and I'm like, I'm just being me. I'm not stepping on your toes. I'm not being rude. I'm moving the way I'm supposed to move. But with you reframing it as pressure, sis, my mind is like, I feel like more space has been opened in my brain, and it's like, so that's what I've been. And it feels better to know that I've been pressured instead of intimidating, because intimidating comes with such a negative, nasty feeling and meaning. But the pressure of it all, I really appreciate your perspective on this. Kudos to you, cuz I appreciate you. Thank you.
You know what was crazy? We always, when you're growing, right? You never even realize you're around people that are intimidated by. So you'll get people telling Lexi, right? And then you at a certain phase in your life, oh, and you're stunting, you're doing too much. No, me. Now, if you have a problem doing me, pressure for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all of us didn't do anything to you, but apply the grown you. I love you. I love you, but I've outgrown you.
Say that.
We are pressure,
Say that.
and it just might not be time for your diamond to, and that's fine. That is completely fine. If God hasn't hatched your lump of it, might be because you're not ready. Call yet. It might be because you just wrote in there and only 25 of them turn gray. But you just dump them back in the bag and use them next time. It's no different. I tell everybody, we're pressure on any day, but you have to know that. When I wake up in the morning, I'd be like, I got this shit. Let me put my foot on the gas and apply pressure. That's literally what I say to myself. That is my morning affirmation. We gonna always be pressure. We're Black women, so people, the entire world is actually threatened by us. In all honesty, if we cohesively got together, y'all, we probably have more diamonds than a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
Just saying, that's how I feel.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's real. Okay, so this has been amazing. Thank you all for, I feel good being in between my sisters right now. And Neff just left the stage. But this has been amazing. So we're gonna hop into Akia. We love you for real. You know you our sis. Okay. So
Girl, we family now.
We family. We family. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna hop into the DJ set right now. We have DJ Red Corvette from the Yay area. Okay. She's gonna be on the ones and twos, and then Cortesia and Akia are gonna hop into a fire chat on business. Yeah, man, on business branding. So you got primed yesterday, right? But now we're getting into a lot of technical stuff today, and they're going to spend some time. They're going to take their time with it and break it down for you. So please attend both. Please attend both. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.